Okay, we are like, go and take the vaccine. We are like, you're not really sure about the vaccine. You don't know what's inside the vaccine, so you just want people to take for now. So you see what will happen. I'm like, okay. We are like, if you not take the vaccine, at least wear nose masks. You are like, when you wear nose masks, you cannot breathe. So I'm like, since when did you start coughing? Grace like, oh, it's just the cold, we're in the winter, it's just the cold, so it will go. I'm like, okay, oh, okay. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how my life has been like since the beginning of this year. The Rona, stress, God. I'm going to explain all. But whilst I do that, I'll be detangling my hair. So, here we go. So I stay in the apartment with my friends, okay? I'm not going to mention any of them by their names because I'm trying to, respect their privacy. Since the Rona started, we most of us were going to school online. Okay, we were all going to school. Most of us, not all of us, were going to school online. But I'm not going to say whether he's a he or she's a she. We are going to give him or her a universal name like, let me see, what names do we have that's universal? Gray. We are going to call him or her Gray. Gray school, the most last school in this whole Morocco, decided to go to school. Presential, as in like, they'll go to the school, they'll teach in the school, not online, they'll go to the school. And you know that when you are going to school, you take the tram, you take car, you touch door handles, okay? You come into contact with people. You don't know whether they are carrying the Rona. When I say Rona, I mean to say the coronavirus. Guys, I've been trying to get this setup to work for at least an hour now. Like, oh God, the sun is too bright. It's either the sun is too bright or it's not bright enough. Oh God, you people should like this video, okay? And you people should subscribe because it's not easy. Okay, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix the light, the window settings again so we can get a proper view. I hope it's better now. So as I was saying, Grace School, the most brilliant school, they decided to go presential, like go to the school itself for their classes and all that. And their exams too, they wrote it in the school. After Grace School finished their exams, the rest of us have not started our exams yet. So we're all studying for the exams. We're all studying for our own exams. We were there, no, Gray came to tell us that a girl from his class said she was coughing, okay. Then she went to check whether she just out of precaution went to the center to check if she had the COVID and it came out positive. Can we take a second to appreciate the curls in my hair right now? Wow. My hair is not curly, okay. I'm using my homemade gel. I'm going to leave the link in the description box below. You can check it out after watching this video. Okay, we don't talk too much. The results speak for themselves. So as I was saying, about a week later, another person from Grace's class put in their class group that he went to test for the COVID because he was coughing and he tested positive. At this time, Grace is not coughing, Grace is not sick. Like, we are all okay in the house, but we're beginning to be concerned because 2 people from Grace's class have the COVID. Again, Gray came to tell us that another person from his class have the COVID. So their doyen is asking all of them in the class to go and check whether they have the virus. Grace not showing any symptoms. They tested everything, like the transport to the place is about 1,000 dirhams, that's about 600 cedis. Like, who has 600 cedis to spare on a test? Okay, you're not showing any symptoms, so we are like, we are not like forcing Gray to go and do the test because he's not showing any symptoms. We didn't know what was in store for us. At this time again, we're all preparing for exams. Three more people in Grace's class are like, they were coughing, they had sore throat, they went to check, and they are positive. Now we are not cool anymore. Low key, we are like, Grace should go and check because it's better for him to go and check so we know what to do. Like 1 week to mine paper, Grace started coughing. He didn't start coughing. He was like, like, we'll be there, you'll be hearing Grace, like the beginning of sore throat. Grace clearing his throat. Grace clearing his throat. The next day, just it. So I'm like, since when did you start coughing? Grace like, oh, it's just the cold, you know, we're in the winter, it's just the cold, so it will go. I'm like, okay, okay. 2 days later, full-blown coughing. Full-blown coughing. Now me, I'm scared. At this point, I'm scared. At this point, I'm like, go and check. Grace like, the coughing is beginning to hurt. The coughing is beginning to hurt. Grace, go and check. He's like, okay, he'll go and check. Just for all of us to be like, our minds to be at peace. We are going to go and check. So Monday, it was Monday. Me, in my mind, I'm like, I'm not sure Grace has COVID, okay? Because like, since this COVID started, like, do you that is watching me right now, do you know anybody that has COVID? Like, do you know somebody who has COVID? That somebody knows somebody who has COVID. Like, we know that we cannot get COVID. I don't know why. You know, there's just this assurance that it cannot happen to us. So Monday came, Grace dressed up 10, went to the COVID center. We are all waiting for Grace to get back. I'm testing Grace, I'm testing him. Have they done the test? Is the result out? What is the result? Grace like, the line is so long. I'm like, okay, as soon as the results out, DM me. Grace like, I should relax. I'm like, nah, there's still relaxing here. As soon as you're done, test me. Grace came back home. He came to tell us about all the, you know, the swab. You know, when you go for the COVID test, they put the swab in your nostril. And you know, they stick the swab deep into your nostril. They said it was a bit painful, but you know, I was kind of feeling like sad, but you know, we needed to know whether Grace was positive or negative. I'm like, where are the results? Grace like, oh, they said they'll email it to him in the evening time. Okay, so everybody in the house is on alert. We are waiting for Grace COVID test results. Me, I've been studying most of the day, so I'm like, evening time, let me just Netflix small, okay? Let me just Netflix and chill small. So me, I'm Netflixing, watching my movie. My phone beeped. I went to check there's a message in our house group. So I opened the message. There's a PDF. I click on it. It's no, let me rewind. So I was Netflixing, then the text came. When I opened the text, Grace said it's positive. Positive. What is positive? Grace said the result is positive. I'm like, I don't believe it's a lie. You cannot get COVID. Like, you cannot get COVID. Grace like, okay, he's coming. He should send a PDF to the group. He sent it. He went to open it. Okay, I'll put the PDF. I'll put a screenshot of the PDF. Okay, so that you see how a COVID test looks like. A COVID test result looks like. So I read it's there boldly. COVID-19 positive. I'm like, oh my god. At that point, I didn't know whether to now make it joke or like be serious or like cry or call my mother or call my father. At that point, because we've been in contact with Gray the whole time. Since the past 2 weeks, Gray's friends were having the COVID, they are testing. Like, we have been in contact with Gray. You know, we use the same washroom, we use the same kitchen, so same door handle. So if Gray is positive, it means all of us in the house, 50% chance, about 50% chance that we are also positive. Now, the whole house is quiet. Nobody's coming out. You could feel the tension in the house. It was serious. So now I'm laughing about it, but it was really serious. We were really scared. So me, the scared cat that I am, I called home fast so that when I die, no, I really thought I was going to die. So I called home. My mother is like, why am I calling him at this time? I'm like, Gray, my house member, went to test for the COVID virus and the test is positive. Hey, come and see yourself. You know, every moms. Prayers. It was serious. My mother started freaking out like me. I was freaking out. My mother's freaking out was making me laugh because I'm like, what are we going to do? My mom is like, the next day, let me go and test. I'm like, okay, I'll go and test. But at this point, I'm not coughing. Okay, nobody in the house is coughing. Nobody is feeling sick. It's only Gray that is coughing. Okay. So the next day, so we were all like, the next day we all went test because like we were all freaked out. The next day came. Now, where are we getting 6 million from? 600 cedis, excuse me. Where are we getting 600 cedis from to go and test for COVID? The money I have, I'm not ready to spend it on COVID test. So I'm like, I'm going to wait. When maybe I start coughing and then I'll go and test. Everybody in the house is like, they're also going to wait. When we see any symptoms, then we'll all go and test. At this point, we have called, you know, our doctor friends that we know, and they are like, oh, everybody in the house should just take precautions. We should get like the antiseptic spray, like you wear nose masks in your room, outside, not like outside when you're going outside, like in the veranda, in the kitchen, in the washroom. You wear your nose masks. When you're going to cook, you wear your nose masks. In your room, you wear your nose masks. The spray, the antiseptic, so we sprayed it everywhere. Then we're all like, Gray should not come close to any of us. It was kind of like we were teasing him, kind of like discriminating and teasing him. It was so funny. We are like, no, Gray should not come close to any of us. Like, we're all scared. So our doctor friend is like, we should all keep very hydrated. We should take more fruits and vegetables, and we should get like supplements like the vitamin C, the zinc tablets, you know, just to boost our immune system. And note that we have all taken the vaccine at this point. Now we all know that the vaccine is not 100% safe. Okay. So imagine we that we are vaccinated. Okay, we are scared. One of us have even gotten the virus, and you that you have not vaccinated, like you think you're on top of the world, you think you're untouchable. And also I want to say that when the COVID virus came, you see how severe it was. It is still severe now. The fact that we are all used to it, it's been a year now. So when you hear the COVID, first when you hear COVID, it instills a level of fear. Now when you hear it, some people are like, oh, forget it. Please. It's real low. Stop that. Do you know somebody who knows somebody? Do you know somebody else that goes? Stop that one. Because it is very real. You see, when it came first, they didn't have any vaccines. So people were dying, like we were watching the news, a lot of people were dying from the virus. Imagine if we had all not vaccinated. Imagine if Gray hadn't vaccinated. Imagine if the rest of us were not vaccinated. And now Gray has the virus. It means that the symptoms will be more severe. Who knows what might happen? Symptoms will be more severe. We, the ones in the house too, will be like, we will also get it, definitely. Like, who knows what would have happened? So I'm just saying, okay, stop being, do you know somebody who knows somebody, the vaccine, I don't know what is inside. When it catch you and you don't have anything in your immune system ready to fight it, let's not go any further. So yes, so we were all taking the supplements, okay? It wasn't only Gray that was taking the supplements. Now, me, today is like my throat, tomorrow is like my head. You see, when your mind is open to some certain things, it can trick your body to behave like something is happening to you, whilst the thing is not really happening to you. So me, today is like my head. I don't know whether it's my mind or it's really my head. Today is like my head, tomorrow is like my throat. It's like I want to cough. It's like a sore throat. I was stressed. I was so stressed because I had exams. I'm scared I have COVID. And these exams you are going to write, it's not like small exams, view. Bones is in the exam. So I'm not ready for any stress. Like, I'm not ready for any extra COVID stress. Because the reading and everything is already stressful. And now I'm scared whether I have COVID. So we're all taking the supplements. Few days later, like, nobody was coughing, okay? And Grace's coughing was even coming down. Like, nobody was coughing, like nobody was sick or sore throat or any of that. Okay, we're all very normal, except the stress and the anxiety and the fear. We were just normal, no headache, nobody was complaining of anything. So finally we all went to test. We went to test, okay, like about 2 weeks later, after all the saga went down, we all went to testing. The test all came back negative, so we are all now in the clear. So basically what I'm trying to say is that we all believe God is like in control of our health. We are not going to fall sick, okay? But we are all praying that we shouldn't fall sick to the COVID or anything. None of the people close to us should fall sick to the COVID or anything. Even the Bible says faith without works is futile. You should be willing to do the work. If you, after watching this video, you are being skeptical about taking the vaccine, I just want you to think that, what if we hadn't taken the vaccine? Okay, even if you take the vaccine, it's not 100% sure you are safe from the COVID. Like, you have seen it clearly in Grace Matter that it's not 100% sure you will not get the COVID. But the symptoms you get, the symptoms you experience when you get the COVID is way less severe. It just comes in form of cough, sore throat, slight headache, finish. But imagine if you don't have the vaccine, if you've not taken the vaccine and you get the virus. It's going to be like when it came first, respiratory distress, all the things that come with it, including death, okay? So I'm just saying, if you have the chance, if you are the type of person who likes going out or your school demands you to be going out, just try to keep yourself safe. Even if you don't care so much about yourself to take the vaccine, just know that you are not only putting yourself at risk, you are putting your entourage, the people around you, to at risk. Because when you get it, there's a higher possibility that they are also going to get it. So yes, it's either you decide to stay at home all day, every day, you don't go out. Like, don't go out, not even to get food or anything, just be at home. If you don't want to take the vaccine like that, just be at home. But if you are a person that goes out, goes to buy food, just know that as soon as you get out there, you are exposing yourself to the risks of the virus. The virus is still in play. The fact that we are all used to it doesn't mean it is less severe or it's not as dangerous as it was when it first came. I'm going to finish the detangling off camera, then I'll come back to tell you. Then I'll come back to show you the amount of shedding I got from this detangling section. Okay, I already know that like my hair is going to be a bit, like I'm going to shed a bit more hair, because I know that stress causes you to shed like a whole bunch of hair. I'm just being positive. That's why I'm detangling with this, to at least reduce the breakage. Okay, if it will even be a lot of shedding, let the breakage reduce. You know, there's difference between shedding and breakage. So yes, let me just go and finish this off camera, then come back. So before I leave, let me show you the amount of shedding I got so far from this detangling section. I have my container here that's collecting all the shed hair. It's depressing, guy. Can you see it? I know that stress causes you to shed more hair, but I wasn't expecting this amount. When all those who want to grow their hair, okay, and you are wondering why maybe you are doing everything right, but your hair is still shedding a lot. Maybe look at your stress levels. Why? Stress really causes you to shed more hair than usual. Well, anyways, that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, if I made you laugh, please subscribe if you are not subscribed, like if you have not liked this video yet, and those who be looking to know how to make the gel I showed you earlier, the gel that has helped me gain this type of definition, I'm going to leave that video in the description.